Alright, for this movie weekend, I saw two movies that are on the complete opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of quality. One was a trash fucking movie, and the other genuinely surprised me with how great and funny it was. That being said, let's get into it. Real quick. If you like my content, give me a follow here. Give me a subscribe on YouTube. Okay, hear me out. I get my check from my actual job this week, and this coming weekend I'm planning to go see the new Fantastic Four in theaters. And since I had seen the two from the 2000s, figured why not just watch this so I could say I watched all four Fantastic Four movies that released. And holy shit, was this bad. Dude. The writing already was a mess. But then you get to the acting, the effects, the action, and the significant changes from the source material. And holy shit, was this awful. Now, I will say, Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan were not bad in their roles. In terms of praise for the acting, that's it. Kate Mara genuinely felt like she had no idea what she was doing. Jamie Bell just looked annoyed that he looked and sounded like he was annoyed to be in this. And Toby Kebbell might just go down as one of the worst villains in a superhero movie as Doom. Seriously, the first half of the movie he comes off as an insecure incel loser. And it only gets worse after they bring him back from the other dimension. Dude. There are two scenes in this movie I can give a pass. The scene where they are being experimented on and studied following the drunken trip to the other world, and Doom's hallway massacre. But other than that, this movie is garbage. It is not the worst superhero movie I have seen. It is not the worst comic book movie I've seen. Son of the Mask still exists, unfortunately. But in terms of a movie for this group specifically, dude, this movie sucked on so many levels. 3 out of 10 for those few moments I mentioned that worked. If you haven't seen it, don't. Unless you want to laugh unintentionally. Now, for a movie that was intentionally funny and genuinely worked, I watched Abby Gilmore too. By now, everyone knows the reputation with comedy sequels. You know, they don't really work. This one did. Honestly, Happy is just as entertaining as he was back in the 90s. And this movie proved that Sandler still has not, or he has not lost his touch when it comes to this level of comedy. Thing is, everyone else played off of him just as well. From Christopher McDaniel returning as Shooter, the actors playing his kids, shout out MJF. The villains impressed me. I mean, hell, you had Haley Joel Osment and Becky Lynch in the bad guys, and they were funny with what little we got with them. Thing is, this movie also had its very somber moments that honestly felt very, very poignant. And it's nice to see Sandler show that level of heart with his comedies again. It's not just nostalgia bait. This movie is genuinely showing Happy as a more mature person trying to be better than he was. My only thing is, really, you did Veronica like that? She was a main part of the marketing, and honestly, I just wish they didn't, spoiler alert, I just wish they didn't kill her off the way they did, or at all. But even with that, it was still a genuinely funny and heartfelt movie. The script really, he worked hard to get there. And honestly, that final golf battle was surprisingly heartfelt, and entertaining and stressful, not heartfelt there. But yeah, honestly, I went into this with middling expectations, and I really enjoyed it. I'm glad that it surprised me. So with that, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Alright, so with that, my weekend is up. And I am very surprised to say that I still have not found a movie from this year that I hated. Honestly, if TikTok is still up, and even if it's not, come the end of the year, I will do a full ranking of all the movies I've seen to drop this year. So stay tuned to that. See y'all next weekend. And as always, y'all stay interesting.